What's up, brothers and sisters? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's get into the video.
Yes, out of eyes tryna put me on a t-shirt. Shorty want me so bad, do your knees hurt? Yeah, I'm counting paper guap in my beamer.
Good morning, good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. Today is a little special video to me, actually, because today I want to talk about my dance crew. Last week on the 24th of September, it was officially the 1 year of existence of my crew. So I wanted to talk a little bit about it, and this video is kind of like a little gift to my members. It's been a week. I've been telling them that the video is supposed to be out, but with uni, I am a bit, just a tiny bit, busy. But anyway, I'm making this video right now, so I hope y'all can enjoy it. So actually, my journey with this crew started in, I think end of July, debut August of 2022. I was actually looking forward to be a part of a crew because I started to dance when I was 6. And at first I was taking classes of contemporary and classical dancing, but I stopped for some personal reasons, and I started to actually start dancing again with when I started to listen to K-pop. So back in 2019, debut 2020, something like that. I was going to randoms and stuff like that, and I was actually looking at some crews. Like, I discovered the world of like K-pop crews, and I thought it was really interesting, so I really wanted to get into one to see what it actually looks like, because apart from doing some shows with my dance classes before, I've never actually been on stage for a competition or stuff like that. So I wanted to give it a try. So I was looking for some crews. Some I couldn't because it was too far and stuff like that. And one day, while I was in vacation in Togo with some members of my family, I saw that this crew called 24 Hours was looking for some new members. So I decided to ask the question to see where they were based and stuff like that. And they were based in Brussels. So I sent in my application. For those who saw my vlog of last year, that's while filming my application that I literally broke my phone. But that's fine because I was accepted into the crew. So at first I was a bit stressed because when I got in, they were already like preparing for the first competition of the crew, which is made in Asia. So I was like I was out there in Togo doing my rehearsals on my balcony there for like hours and hours in the sun and sending the videos. It was actually really fun. And I think I got back by the middle of August and started the rehearsal with them at that moment. At first, it was a bit awkward. I didn't know the people before. When I got into the crew, I didn't know anybody. So it was kind of weird, let's say. But after I got used to the people who were there, and there were some people who joined after I joined, and I think there were like 3 or 4 when I joined. We decided to have like the date of our debut as the 24th of September, because this is the day we did the first Made in Asia, so our first competition. So it was an important date, and we're 24 hours, so debuting on the 24th, it's always great. So that's when we decided to fix our date of debut. And then it was literally the beginning of a incredible journey. Like, I've been missing dancing for those past years, so being able to dance with a lot of people like that, it was just so much fun. And preparing for competitions and for covers, it was always fun. Our first cover was like Afterlife of this is not the type of dancing I usually do, but since it was the first cover of the crew, I actually wanted to be part of it. So I was like, okay, for this, just do it. The process of going to rehearsals every week, learning at home, and then having a lot of fun at different rehearsals, it's really amazing. Actually, I really loved the process of it. So I was like, okay, I made the right choice. Time went by and we worked on the cabaret for one of our members' schools. It was actually really fun to go on stage for another thing than a competition, you know? After that, we had another competition, Medinaja again, but second times we were going. First time we didn't win, we weren't in the top 3. But on the second time, we won first place. When I tell you the tears on my eyes were crazy. It was it was such a big accomplishment because I didn't know I would have ever be able to have a crew with who I could do a competition and ever win. You know, I've never imagined that during my whole life as a dancer. So I was actually really, really, really proud of us for this, and I'll never forget it. Every time I wake up, I see the medal, I'm like, bitch, we made it, you know? And it's always such a good memory to have. The amount of fun we had making this Made in Asia, making the mix, the dance, rehearsals, working on facial expressions. It was crazy, the organization behind all of that, but it was so much fun. And in the end, the result was great. So I am really, really glad. And then after that, we did some covers. We had like our first, let's say, big cover that literally went wild, like 10K views. Hello, what do you mean? That was the first time that one of our cover was going this high, so we were really proud of that. And then we continue on our journey doing some covers and stuff like that. We had some change with members. Some member came, some member left. But anyway, it was a good journey with everybody that was in the cruise. One of the things that changed actually quite recently is that we changed leaders. So I became the leader of the crew. I mean, I was really, really, really... At first I was stressed. I'm not going to lie to you. I was stressed because I was like, I mean, this is kind of a big responsibility. But I was actually, at the same time, really glad that the members were able to trust me enough to make me the leader of the crew. So thank you so much, all the members of 24 Hours, for making me a young leader. I know I still have a lot of improvement on doing for my part as a leader, and I know it's maybe going to take some time for me to be able to be the leader I aspire to be. But I'm trying really hard every day, and I will continue until my job pays off. So yeah. And not long ago, we just hit the 1,000 subscriber on our YouTube channel, and I'm really, really happy because our little crew is starting to make its name, and I'm really, really proud of all of this for that. And I'm really, really proud of all of us for that, because I know we're working hard every day to make this crew becoming something, if that makes sense. So yeah, now that we've talked about my journey, I think we've talked about me too much. Let me present to you the members, and let me tell you some qualities I think they have and the reason why I'm really, really glad that they're part of this crew. So I'm going to start first with our youngest member, which is Isa. I think the biggest quality of Isa is that she might not be present a lot of on the group chat or stuff, but when she comes, she know what she had to do. She's always constant in her work. She always, even though one time she cannot come, you know that the next time she will come and the choreo will be clean. You don't need to go after her and be like, do that. She know what she has to do. And I think this is a really good quality because she's really young, but she has a lot of maturity and she's really capable. When you see her dance skills, I think this is crazy. At her age, I wasn't dancing like that. Absolutely not. So when I see the amount of hours she spends on dancing and the amount of importance dance has in her life, I think it's really beautiful to see. So I am really, really glad she's part of our crew. I'm not going to lie, I'm really proud of her for that. Okay, now let's talk about Naya. She is the member who joined the latest, but her motivation is her big quality. Like, that girl, when she comes to the rehearsal, she lives really far, okay? Sometimes she wakes up really early to be there, but the motivation and the energy that she gives at every rehearsal is actually crazy. Like, I don't even know where she get that from. Every time you can see her excitement about everything we do, about competition, performances, covers that we have to do. She's really like, she's our little sunshine. Like, she gives you that energy, and this is really a really good thing for the crew, and I'm really glad that she became one of my member as well. Next, I'm going to talk about Joanna. Joanna is our ace. She knows everything. She's the type of person, she's like, no, I don't really know the choreo, then she knows the entire choreo. Actually, the amount of laughs that I've had with her is like crazy. Same as the other members, she comes, she knows what she has to do. If she's not there, she's going to keep up and work on what she has to work. You never need to be behind her to tell her to do that. She knows what she has to do. So yeah, I'm actually really really glad she's one of a member. Let's talk about Anna. Anna, literally, she is incredible. I can say that from all the members, I think that the one I saw the biggest progress in terms of dancing, it's her, because I know for sure that she works really really hard to give her best every time. Every time she comes, even though there's something she doesn't understand in the beginning, she might have a hard time, but when she get into it, girl, you cannot stop her. You cannot stop her from making what she wants to do, and I'm really proud of her for that. Sometimes she has that, that energy of like, you guys just shut up, we have to do something, and this is sometimes an energy that we need. So I'm really glad that sometimes she does that. And yeah, I'm really proud of her for all the progress that she's made throughout this journey. And yeah, I'm going to say all the time, but I'm really glad she's one of a member. Like, I'm genuinely very proud of every one of the member, like, as individuals. So yeah, next I'm going to talk about Chloe, which is actually the one who created the crew. So thank you first. Thank you for creating this crew. Like, without the creation, there's nothing else. So thank you so much for that. And I really hope that this crew is going where you wanted it to go when you created it. I hope that if it's not the case yet, that you one day you'd be like, I'm freaking glad I created this crew, because I like the way the crew is growing and stuff like that. And as an individual, Chloe, she is really incredible. She always tries her best, even though sometimes she's having a hard time. She always tries her best to give her maximum at repetitions, and always trying to be there, even though sick whatsoever. Even she's there. Sometimes she's pressured by stuff, but she always tried to put like her thoughts on the side to be able to concentrate and give the best performance she could possibly ever give. And it's there. I can see the effort, and just for that I appreciate her a lot. So yeah, thank you for being part of the crew as well. And then I'm going to invite Tina. We haven't seen her a lot recently because she's with school. She has a lot of things to study. Girl, I'm with you on that. But Tina, she's the chillest member. When I tell you the chillest member, she's always like, you guys, let's not complicate our life. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why? Let's not stress about everything. She's that type of person who's literally really chill and really calm, but at the same time, when she has to work on something, even though like it's not something she's usually used to, she would do it. Like, for example, for the Made in Asia, she had to be the main and give an energy that she wouldn't give like usually, but she did it. But when I tell you she did it, I don't even know what to tell you. So yeah, I'm really glad as well that Tina is part of a crew. So that was all the members. For general word, I would say I really love you guys. Like, genuinely, I'm really glad to be part of a crew formed with y'all. And yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. I've talked too much. So So yeah, actually, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, you can like, comment, share, do whatever you want to do. You can even subscribe if you want to. And don't forget that the most important person in your life is you, so take care of yourself, and that be ridiculous doesn't really kill you. So just take the time to do whatever you want to do. And I will see you soon. I hope. Tschüss!